afternoon, students. This side of Isha from IPM College, and here we will discuss about the Unit 4 topic that is related to global organizational structure. This is the second topic of Unit 4. The first unit or the first part of this unit was managing international as well as national diversity in organization. So this is the second topic of Unit 4. So this is basically related with the global organizational structure. What is organizational structure? First we will discuss about it. Organizational structure is basically the structure of the organization and the hierarchical framework, how the people are interrelated and connected with each other so that the work of the organization can be done smoothly, how the hierarchies are interrelated with each other, how the power is distributed among various persons in the organization, how different hierarchies are doing their work with the help of each and every person in the organization. So this is organizational structure. It is very important for each and every aspect of the organization because whole the organization work is depend upon the organizational structure only. So here we will discuss about the global organizational structure, how the structure of the organization done or at the global level. So it is started with organization is defined by the formal structure, coordination and control system and the organizational culture. So here we will discuss about that ki organization is totally defined about the formal structure. Formal structure means how people are interrelated and connected formally with each and everyone in the organization. Coordination and control system and the organizational culture which prevails in the organization. It is the formal arrangement of roles and responsibility, how people are having different roles in the organization, how their roles are interrelated with each other and their responsibilities in the organization, what they are in the organization, what is supposed to, it means that their role clarity, it comes into the responsibility of the employee in the organization and relationship within the organization, how people like relationship means the relationship of superior and subordinate, how people are interrelated with each other. It is the formal arrangement of roles and responsibilities and it is a powerful tool to implement strategy. It can be helped to implement strategy. Every strategy in the organization will be fulfilled when there will be a organizational structure. Vertical differentiation, this is the most important topic in the vertical differentiation. In the organization we have basically two type of differentiation, vertical as well as horizontal. In the vertical differentiation, vertical integration means the issue of determining where in the hierarchy the authority to make decisions stand, where in the organization who will take the decision. See, there are two types of organization that we are discussing from the very root of the management. One is centralization, second is decentralization. So we have two types of organizational structure, centralization and decentralization. In centralization, the power of taking the decisions and the power of taking the decisions and the right to take the decision stand in one hand only. The power of taking the decision is not distributed into the different hierarchy to the different persons. Only few people can take the decision of the entire organization is called centralization. So what is centralization? Centralization is the degree to which high level managers, usually above the country level, make strategic decision and pass them to the lower levels for the implementation. Only few people in the organization are having the right to take the decisions. They may be within the organization, they may be sometime outside of the organization, if the company is not the parent company of the organization. Decision made at the foreign subsidiary level are considered decentralized. If organizations subsidiaries are taking their own decisions without having any consideration to the top hierarchy or top authority, whether in the organization or outside the organization, is called decentralization of taking the decisions, and those made by HQ are considered as to be the centralized. Here we will discuss about the difference between centralization and decentralization. So the first point is decision made by the senior level managers at headquarter. Decision made, and here in the decentralization, decision made by employees who are closest to the situation. In the decentralization, the person who is closest to the situation, they are always liable to take the decisions without waiting or without having the consent from the top management or top hierarchy. Facilitate coordination of value chain. Here employee who directly deal with the customer, market, etc., he or she can take the decisions. Ensure decisions are consistent with strategic objections. Motivate employees to exercise initiative. It motivate employees. Just employee have to take the initiative if they think they can control the situation by themselves, so they have to take the decisions. Senior executive have authority to direct major changes, enable more flexible response to rapid environmental changes. It preempts duplication of activities. It permits to fix better accountability, ensure consistent dealing with all stakeholders, put the organization at risk for bad decision making, discourage initiative among lower level employees. Cross unit coordination is at stake for favoritism. Here it happens in the decentralization types of organization. Okay, sometimes due to favoritism we don't take the correct decisions which is the as per the need or requirement of the organization. Horizontal differentiation, the design. Sorry, there was some interruption. Horizontal differentiation, the design of the formal structure. Now, what is horizontal differentiation? The way a company design its formal structure to perform the following function. Number one, specify the set of organizational tasks. Divide this task into job, department, subsidiaries, and division to get the work done. Assign authority relationship to get the work done in a way that supports company strategy. So horizontal differentiation is basically the way company design its formal structure. It formally set up the organizational task. Who will do what? What task will be defined by whom? So it divides three tasks into job. One is department, subsidiaries, and division to get the work done. What is department? Department is basically when we divide the different same type of jobs into the different heads. That is called departmentalization. Assigned authority relationship to get the work done in a way that supports the company strategy. Now, types of the organization structure. So basically we have 5 types of organizational structure. One is functional structure. Number 2, international division structure, product division structure, geographical division structure, and matrix division structure. We will discuss them all one by one. Functional structure is basically specialized jobs are grouped according to the traditional business function. Here we have to divide the organization as per the specialized job. Suppose we are talking about the production, suppose we are talking about the marketing, suppose we are talking about the human resource, IT, finance. So specialized jobs are grouped according to the traditional business function. Okay, ideas for company having a narrow product line, sharing similar technology. It very much effective in economize is maximize the economic of scales, because we have to concentrate on one functional area only. It is highly efficient for the organization, those who are particularly related with the functional structure of the organization. Second is international division structure. What we do, we have internationally we have divided in the we divide our or divisional structure as it is given here, like CEO in the organization. It divide the uh, uh, geographical area of the organization of each international business activity into its own division. It create a critical mass of international expertise कि जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जिस पर्टिकुलर प्रोडक्ट में एक्सपर्टाइज है उसको वहीं पर हम लोग स्पेसिफाई कर देते हैं कि बिकॉज इट क्रिएट क्विक रिस्पॉन्स टू एनवायरमेंटल चेंजेस enabling them to deal with different markets. It prevents duplication of activities, often struggles to get resources from their domestic divisions. This structure is suited for multi-domestic strategies that demands little integration and standardization between domestic and foreign operations. Next, product division structure. It totally depends upon the type of the product. Which product is very popular among international companies with diverse product. Which product is very popular, तो उस product के according ही हम उस country में जाकर के उसकी हम different strategies we create. Similar products are grouped under one product head. Perfumes and suppose कि perfumes and cosmetics each focusing on a single product segment suited for a global strategy. There may be a duplicate functional activity among divisions. No formal means by which one product division can learn formal and other international expertise. Next is geographical division structure. They are used when foreign operations are large and not dominated by a single country or religion. When geographically बहुत ही enlarged है हमारा market setup. Usually when managers can gain economics of scale on a regional rather than a global basis. Drawback is the potential. Here it is a drawback also. What is the drawback? Drawback is कि we have to potential of duplication of work. Maybe कि एक country में हो रहा है, फिर particularly कोई और भी उस country में कर रहा है, तो duplicacy among the geographical area which is covered may happen in this particular divisional structure. The last is matrix division structure. Here we have to take the each and every aspect simultaneously. This tries simultaneously to deal with competing pressure for global integration and local responsiveness. It basically overlap among functional and divisional forms. It makes each group share responsibility for foreign operations and enable each group exchange information and response more willingly. But it has one drawback also. What is के stop championing their group unique needs, thereby eliminating the multiple knowledge generating and decision making relationship that is supposed to be engaged. So basically what it is basically a divisional structure which happens at organizational structure, the 5 organizational structure which is at the different level of the organization. If we discuss about like functional structure, international division structure, product division structure, geographic division structure and matrix division structure. So thanks. This is the geographical organizational structure in the organization. Okay, thanks.